This is Ray. Today is Sunday, February 27th, 2022. For me, another day of social distancing. Hope that you and your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well, staying safe. And this is just an update because I hadn't done a video in a while, and it's been fairly busy since I moved into my place a few months ago. And I do have some notes I'm going to refer to just to, kind of stick to some of the thoughts I wanted to talk about today. Let me start with today. So I've been up since 10:30 p.m. last night, basically. I went to bed, I don't know, it's probably 9:30 or even 10 o'clock. And just as I was falling asleep, I might have been asleep, I heard something that sounded like a gunshot, like right next to my head. And I jumped out of bed and I screamed at the top of my lungs, basically, quickly, but I definitely screamed. And the room was dark. I didn't know what was going on. I looked around, and it took me a few seconds to get my bearings, but then I looked towards my closet. I have a reach-in closet, kind of long. I hadn't taken the measurements for it yet, but I'm going to have to here shortly. What happened was, apparently there was too much weight on my shelf in there, and the thing just like exploded down to the floor. Now, I can't even begin to describe how scared I was. I mean, I felt like I was losing my mind. And, for a minute, I got mad. I was like, I can't believe this. I got to deal with this because I had clothes on top of the shelf. I had my clothes, of course, on hangers underneath the shelf. I got my shoes and luggage underneath, and, it was okay. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, I knew I was going to donate clothes at some point, and I should have did it a lot sooner because apparently the weight of my clothes was just too much for that, for the closet, for that shelf, and that's that. So I stayed up quite a while just trying to figure out, what to do. I was looking at, getting a closet, getting a replacement closet, where they actually design your closet, and doing woodwork and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, well, this looks like it's going to be expensive, so that's not something I can do. I'll just have to do something similar, maybe even just a shelf, and call it good. So anyway, I may have gotten an hour of sleep in between then and the morning. I got up, made breakfast. Took my first set of pills at 5 a.m. and then at 6 a.m., 5:30, went downstairs to make breakfast. At a ham sandwich, and I had a banana and orange juice, and then I had my medications at 6 a.m. So I did that, and then I was very tired. Went back upstairs, looked in the closets, trying to figure out what I was going to do, and then I realized when I could see better that the wall was damaged. The plaster was pulled out, and I'm like, okay, all right, that's the first. And I've never dealt with this. I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do this, and I don't really have the money to do it. So I started watching videos on DIY plaster repair work. So I'm gonna see if I have the time this week to do that myself. At least plaster those holes or repair those holes. And if I could do that, that'll definitely save me some money. At some point, I'm going to get it painted. I thought about painting it when I moved into the home. prior to moving in. But I had, my living room painted. I had the guest bedroom painted. I had pretty much all the trim, the hallways painted. I didn't really care about the closets being painted because I was like, out of sight, out of mind, and that's not really a priority. But I guess now, since I have the damage done in there, I might as well just go ahead and take care of that. And like I said, I'm probably going to do something similar with the shelving. I hadn't decided what to do yet. I mean, this is less than 24 hours since this has happened. I guess the past me probably would have freaked out and just been like, whatever. Man, it would have, taken me out of my zone, or it would have made me upset for a longer period of time than I have been. But, I got some other things going on. I'm dealing with my own health issues, and, some things I'm not going to talk about. But, that's my priority: health and family, and that's the more important thing. So anyway, I'm gonna have to get that taken care of. But I wanted to get on and kind of give an update of what's been going on. 2 months ago, I closed on this condo that I'm living in, and it was actually 2 months to 7 days to be specific. And then 44 days ago was when I moved in. And I've only been home twice. Yeah, because I have so much to do here. Unpacking, getting used to cooking meals of my own again. Figuring out the timing of preparing meals and having my medications. And I've been going into the office from time to time. As a matter of fact, I started going into the new office these past few days. And so 44 days since then. It's been 26 days since I made my first mortgage payment. And in a few more days, I'll make my second mortgage payment. And, it doesn't sound remarkable, I know that. But, considering that it was 2 years and 9 months ago, in May of 2019, I was in the hospital, 145 pounds, and dealing with aspirational pneumonia, and I had pretty much given up on life. And it's just, everything seems so bleak. Even at the time, I didn't know this. I would be dealing with the financial consequences of that, because I wasn't in a place to be able to just spend, have the money to cover my deductible and out-of-pocket maximum, which I had to. And then the next year, same thing, 2020, 2021. I didn't actually, 2021 was the first year I didn't meet my out-of-pocket maximum, so that was good. Still spent a lot of money. And anyway, everything was bleak. And so I moved back home, and my parents took care of me for a few years, from September of 2019 up until basically January of 2022 is when I moved out. And I wasn't considering purchasing anything, but if you're watching this in 2022, you know how the housing market is. You know how the rental market is in particular. The rental market is just ridiculous. I remember checking, it was probably August of 2021 when I was looking at apartments seriously. And, I was looking at a studio apartment. It was like $900 for 700 square feet. And then I just noticed every week it's going up and up and up. And then finally, I said, okay, the cheapest studio I was seeing is around $1,200 to $1,400 a month. And then somebody said that their rent was going up after being there for a year by $200 a month. So I said, okay, all right. But let me start looking at possibly purchasing something. I had no idea what I wanted. A townhome condo, that would have been, that was pretty much it. That was reasonable, I thought, and I was trying to keep it well under $250K. My hope was that I can get it for between $180 and $200. That didn't happen, but yeah, I got close enough, and I put 5% down. So my monthly payment's it's not terrible. Sorry for that. I got some paper by me. Ended up, I gave the numbers. I closed on this place 2 months and 7 days ago, and moved in 44 days ago. So I'm getting used to it, I guess. I don't really have a choice. This is it. Having to deal with stuff like that, it sucks, but I do have an emergency fund that I should be able to cover that. I'm just not going to spend a lot on doing that. It's not going to be a big project because I do have to get my front door replaced and get a storm door. So that's my number one priority right now. Something I'm thinking about, maybe you can give me a comment down below as to experiences you've had. I've gotten an offer on my car. It's 2016, and I only have a few thousand left on paying the car, but I got a ridiculous offer on my car that makes me wonder if I should consider doing a trade-in for a hybrid. And that would actually make sense to do that because you see gas prices, and I don't know how long it's going to be as high as it is. As a matter of fact, the fact that it's over $3.50 from what I've seen is absurd. And I'm not getting raises like these rich folk are getting raises or whatever each year. I'm just trying to maintain, and my medication costs are up, food costs are up, everything is a lot more expensive. So I'm wondering if I should get a hybrid, trading my car and get a hybrid. I'm debating that because I'll use a bulk of the trade-in to pay for the new car, a large payment towards the new car. And if the numbers work out, then it might make sense to do this. I don't know. I just thought about that this morning when I saw in my email that a dealer that I took my car to before to get serviced was making an offer, and they gave me a specific number as to how much they're willing to offer. And I only have 40,000 miles on my car, so I can see why they kind of threw the number at me that they did, and it's in good shape. I got brand new tires. Looking at, I have to get my brakes looking at. I heard some noise there the other day, but really, I guess the only thing I would do is get it detailed and get it prepared to sell. So that is an option. But anyway, it's just a thought. So last Monday, I ended up getting my 4th dose of the Pfizer vaccine. That was an experience because I was actually in that particular pharmacy. I was the first one to get a 4th dose, and I've been concerned over this whole time with the vaccines that I've had not giving me the adequate protection that I need. Being immunocompromised, I take medications to suppress my immune system, and recently I had labs done in January that showed I did have some antibodies against it, but it's very low from what I've seen on the scale. So CDC recommendations, they're loosening the guidelines on that, so there's going to be a lot less people that wear a mask where I live. That's not really a surprise because a lot of people I see aren't wearing masks and not social distancing and all that stuff. So I'm very careful. I double mask. I wear N95 and a cloth mask over that. When somebody like if I'm at work by myself and then somebody comes in, throw on my mask, and then more than likely I'm going to wear that mask the rest of the day. If there's somebody else there, then I'm double masked all day. As uncomfortable that is, I figure if nurses and doctors can do it, I can do it, no biggie. And so that's that. But I feel the same. I had like maybe a day of where I didn't feel all that well after getting a shot. But after that, I was okay. I did have a bit of a flare last week, only because I was doing a lot more activity with walking around at the office, and we're trying to get everything situated. I was actually the first employee to work in that space. So, I'm trying to figure out the kinks, and I'm walking around trying to get a lay of the land. I did a lot more walking than I have done in just a period of 2 days. So that's that. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video, and if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You'll know when I post my videos, which hopefully will pick up. it's been crazy trying to figure out, navigate my way to being a homeowner. It's a totally different thing. But there's a lot of homeowners out there. I'm not the only one that has gone through this. Just one of the biggest challenges is not being healthy, and that's been the struggle. All right, you all take care. I will see you soon, and thank you for watching.